So today we are going to be talking about polar bears and how polar bears are going to become extinct if we don't do something to change it very fast. Very, very fast. So one of the major problems with them almost going extinct is climate change. So climate change can happen in many variety of ways. So say you are using fossil fuels, that's creating CO2, which is going into our atmosphere, which is making it so it's harder for our sun rays to escape out and back out of the atmosphere, and it's staying trapped in, so it's heating up and basically making all of this ice where they would stay melt. And since that's happening, the ice is melting on the water, so they don't have as much area to go to. And since that's happening, the seals don't have places to hide to try to hide from the polar bears. So now polar bears are getting more food, which is good. But at the same time, it's like we're losing their habitat, so we don't know what to do. Alright, so another reason is because our human disturbances. So we are hunting them, basically. People are paying a crud ton of money to go hunt them up in their habitat, or poaching them even, which is not helping it at all because that's making it the birth rate be lower than the death rate for the polar bears, which makes it so it is even smaller, and that's not good because they're dying. We need them because they are a major key in our environment in the Atlantic Circle, which is why we do that. So humans need to stop being stupid and killing them. Alright, so another one. From human to habitat, making it so there is less habitat, obviously. But they need habitat to be able to survive. Because if they don't have habitat, they're not going to survive because they don't have land to live. And if they don't have land to live, they're going to die. I know that was a big loop, but polar bears are just, they're huge. They need their land. And since they need their land, they need caves sometimes to, sleep, be warm. They just need their habitats so they can do what they need. Hunt and just be polar bears.
Next question would be, what are the U.S. and other countries doing to protect polar bears? President Obama announced permanent protection for 150 million acres of federal waters in the Beaufort and Chukchi Seas. And then the Polar Bear Conservation Management Plan, which focuses on actions for the two U.S. subpopulations in Alaska. It was introduced by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, or the U.S. FWS. So the next question would be, how do scientists learn about polar bears? They've actually strapped a camera to a polar bear, so they've actually learned where they're at, like what their environment, or what they do to go to sleep, what they do, how they hunt. And then they've also placed trackers on them to also pinpoint their location and what they do. And finally, they have done autopsies on one that got really old.